You know, it's a pretty simple song to play. A Simple Song by Chris Stapleton. So let's get at it. Alright, A Simple Song is recorded in the key of F, but we are going to be playing chords in the key of D because we have the capo on fret 3. So the main chords of this song are G, A, and D. There is a B minor in the chorus, only shows up there. We will show you that when we get to it. But the guitar is in standard tuning, E, A, D, G, B, E. And there's really only two parts to learn out of this whole song. There is everything, and then there's the chorus. So it's the intro, it's the verses, it's the instrumentals. All of that stuff is the same except for the chorus. So let's go ahead and jump on in. All right, the song starts on a G chord. You can see the little diagram in the bottom corner. We are not going to be playing anything on the high E string for this whole song, so don't worry about fretting anything, playing that, finger picking, nothing is there. So the G chord is a fret 3 on the low E string. You can mute the A string with the back part of your middle finger. It's an open D, open G, and then fret 3 on the B string. Now, let me play the intro progression slowly, and then we will talk through how to actually get it done. So it starts like this. Now, I'm not sure exactly what Chris is playing there. There's some electric guitar in there as well. It's hard to pick out exactly what it is, but basically what I do when I play this song is I am just finger picking on these middle 3 strings right here. So the D string, the G string, and the B string. And I am using my thumb for the bass notes down here on the E or the A string, and then using my first finger and my middle finger to pluck the other strings. To start off, what we're going to do is keep our middle finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, and we're going to use our ring finger to hammer on from 0 to 3 on the B string. This is what that part sounds like. We're going to pluck just the low E string and just the B string with our middle finger. After we play that, we're going to pluck the low E string again and the B string again. No hammer on that second time, so this is what we've got so far. Then we are going to do a walk down with our first finger. So on the B string from 3 to 2 to open. And in between there, all I'm kind of doing is just messing around again with the G, B, and D strings. So I'll zoom in my hand, show you what I'm playing. Try and put some tabs down below or on the screen as well. But this is what I play. From that G, he goes to a D chord. Again, we're not going to play anything on the high E string, so it's just fret 2 on the G string and fret 3 on the B string. And I believe what he does is play the D string with his thumb first, and then uses his first finger and his middle finger to pluck the G and B strings. And then he plucks them all separately, D, G, B. And then kind of maybe back one more on the G string or an open on the D string. Again, it's not super important that it's technically correct as long as you get the feel. Most of the time when I'm playing this and singing it along, my fingers kind of just do what they want anyway, as long as you get the feel down. So this is the intro so far, again starting on the G chord. Then it repeats that same pattern again, except at the end, we're going to add the A chord. Now the A chord for me, I just use my first finger to fret the 2nd fret on the D string, the G string, and the B string all at once, because we're going to use our middle finger to hammer on the B string. The A finger pattern riff starts like this. So that is pluck the A string with your thumb, and then still on the G and the B strings, pick both of those at the same time with your first and second finger. And then we're going to pluck it one more time, but we're going to hammer on with our ring finger on the B string from fret 2 to fret 3 and then pull back off to fret 2. So that A chord looks like this. So the whole intro is G, D, G, D, A. There also is a few times where on the bass guitar, he walks up on the low E string. Obviously it's bass guitar, but you can follow it along on the low E string of your guitar from 0 to 2 and then back to the G chord again. Usually that is not when he goes to the A chord, it's only coming from the D chord, so he goes. Let's go ahead and we'll hear how that goes. Over the verses, again, it's just G, D, G, D, A, back and forth. Lately things are on my mind. The good news is hard to find. I work on the factory line, and all I do is stay behind. Call my mama like I should. She says daddy ain't doing too good. Me and him should wet a line, just can't seem to find the time. And that is the verse. All right, the chorus is a G, A, and D chord. Again, all ones that we've learned before. There's just not much of a picking pattern, especially on the G's and the A's. So the chorus starts like this. Man, I love my life. Man, it's something to see. So really you're just doing kind of a big, maybe the E string. If you want to use 3 fingers here, you can do the D, the G, and the B. But I love my life. And then I'm doing the same thing on the A chord, except instead of the low E string, it's the A string. Man, I love my life. And then just kind of use your first and second fingers to fiddle around on the G and the B strings there. Man, I love my life. Man, it's something to see. Then we're going to hold the G chord for a little bit longer. It's the kids and the dogs and you and me. So that's a G chord with a little bit of picking, a D chord with a little bit of picking, and then the same A pattern that we learned from the intros and the verses. It's the kids and the dogs and you and me. Then we go G, A, D again. It's the way it's alright when everything G, A, B minor. So this chord is mute the E string with the tip of your first finger, and then it's fret 2 on the A string, 4 and 4 with your ring and pinky finger on the D and G, fret 3 with your middle finger, and again, you can either fret the second fret on the high E with your first finger, but we're actually not going to play it, so I just focus on pushing my first finger down there. And that is that chord. It's the way it's alright when everything goes wrong. Again, I'm using, I guess, those 3 fingers and my thumb on the A string. all at the same time. When everything goes wrong, it's the sound, G, of a slow, A, simple song. Back to the intro. And that is how you play the entire song. Let's go ahead and play through it slowly together. Things are on my mind. Good news is hard to find. Work on the factory line. All I do is stay behind. Call my mama like I should. She says Daddy ain't doing too good. Me and him should wed a line. Just can't seem to find the time. But I love my life. Man, it's something to see. It's the kids and the dogs and you and me. It's the way it's alright when everything goes wrong. It's the sound of a slow, simple song. Save some money up till I had to fix my truck. Talked to brother the other day. He didn't have too much to say. Trying to quit these cigarettes, I can't seem to kick 'em yet. Sister got laid off last fall, and I got high cholesterol. But I love my life, man, it's something to see. It's the kids and the dogs and you and me. It's the way it's alright when everything goes wrong. It's the sound of a slow, simple song. Yeah, I love my life. Man, it's something to see. It's the kids and the dogs and you and me. It's the way it's alright when everything goes wrong. It's the sound of a slow, simple song. That's a simple song. Well, I hope that helped you learn how to play a simple song by Chris Stapleton. As always, if you need further clarification on something, if I didn't explain something well enough, just leave me a comment down below. I try my best to respond to each and every one. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure and do that and click the little bell so you get notified when new videos come out every single week. And if you have any suggestions, be sure to leave me a comment as well. Thanks for tuning in.